You're watching The Truth is Viral, the only news program on the internet trusted to deliver the truth since 2008. And now, here's your host, Mr. Bobby Powell.
Welcome back to The Truth is Viral. My name is Bob Powell, and this is the Albert Pike Challenge. After Dylan Roof killed 9 people during a prayer service in South Carolina, the Reverends Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson, the Black Lives Matter gang, and every other left-wing race baiter in the country took to the streets demanding that any reference to the Confederacy and its history be purged from the public consciousness. In the tunnel beneath the U.S. Capitol building, all of the state flags featuring the Confederate battle emblem were removed. That slap in the face of the state of Mississippi and other states was brought to you courtesy of Michigan Representative Candace Miller, who was kowtowing to Sharpton and the racist rhetoric of Barack Obama and Loretta Lynch. Republican Governor Nikki Haley caved to pressure to remove the Confederate battle flag from the Capitol grounds, where it had proudly flown for the last 50 years, and consigned it to a museum as a war relic. South Carolina now has a new flag flying in its place. The NAACP is demanding that Stone Mountain be sandblasted, effectively and literally erasing the memory of Confederate President Jefferson Davis and Generals Robert E. Lee and Stonewall Jackson. In Louisville, Kentucky, a 70-foot-tall monument dedicated to the memory of fallen Confederate soldiers was scheduled to be removed after standing in place since 1895. But on May 2nd, a judge issued a restraining order temporarily preventing that desecration. Racist historical revisionists tried again in New Orleans, where statues of Generals Robert E. Lee and P.G.T. Beauregard were ordered removed by the city council. Just like the terrorist group ISIS, which destroys ancient monuments in the Middle East, the racist left in the United States has had some initial success at erasing Confederate history, but lately they've had a bit of trouble convincing other Southerners to forsake their proud history and monuments to their war dead. I actually feel bad for Al Sharpton, just a little bit. He rose to fame as a black activist by promoting the case of Tawana Brawley, who claimed that she'd been raped and abused by 4 white men in New York City in 1987. That accusation was a lie from the beginning, just like the hands up, don't shoot narrative that caused riots in Ferguson, Missouri, and Uncle Al got caught in it. But he's not the kind of man to allow a little bit of truth to derail his never-ending quest for his brand of justice. No, when he's caught in a lie, Uncle Al just doubles down and calls those who disagree with him a racist, regardless of whatever proof they may present. Since the Brawley fiasco, the man has thrived on hate and made his living as a professional victim. Personally, I couldn't live like that, but that's just me. I like to think that I'm a relatively nice guy, and I'm going to do Uncle Al a favor. I'm going to toss him a bone. A project that should be relatively simple for a man of his talents. Are you ready, Uncle Al? Here it is. This is the Albert Pike Challenge. This statue of Confederate General Albert Pike is located at 3rd and D Streets in downtown Washington, D.C. It has stood there since Congress authorized its placement on federal land on April 9, 1898. Considering the influence of his buddy Barry, who squats in the White House running interference between Sharpton and the IRS, I would think that it would be relatively easy for Uncle Al and his Black Lives Matter goons to get this eyesore removed from sight in the nation's capital. I challenge Uncle Al Sharpton and everybody else that demanded that Confederate symbols be erased from the country's collective memory, including South Carolina Senators Lindsey and Tim Scott, to do something other than vandalize the statue. I mean, come on. That's pretty weak. I know you can do better. But I'm betting you won't do a damn thing. You know why? Because even Al Sharpton knows not to bite the hand that feeds him. The powers that be that are making the vision of the Luciferian Mason Albert Pike unfold right before our very eyes. I challenge you too, dear viewer, to share this challenge in every way that you can. Put it on Twitter, Google+, on your Facebook page, and in all of the groups to which you belong. Can you imagine how fun it's going to be to watch Uncle Al squirm on this one? So share this. Make it go viral. I want to see how that ignorant, lying race pimp reacts. And remember, please go to bobpowell.blogspot.com and donate whatever won't put you out towards my coverage of the Republican National Convention in Cleveland. My hotel room alone is going to cost over $1,000 for 3 nights. And, I don't mind wading into the fray, folks. I've done it before at an immigration protest in Lansing. I'll tell you, folks, those people are really mean and nasty. But it's going to be 10 times worse at the Republican National Convention in Cleveland. I'm willing to bet that the violence that we see is going to eclipse the Democratic Convention in 1968 in Chicago. So I think this is going to be a pivotal moment in United States history, and I consider it my duty and my honor to be there in Cleveland to document it. But I need your help to do it. Every donation matters, even if it's only $5 or $10, and it all adds up. For donations of $100 or more, I'm going to send you one of these airborne Ranger knives from Frost Cutlery. Plus, you will automatically be entered into a drawing to win this magnificent steel beast, a must-have for the zombie apocalypse. Now, just all you have to do to get that is go to bobpowell.blogspot.com, hit the PayPal button, and I'm going to cap entries at 50. So you've got a 1 in 50. If you donate $100, you got a 1 in 50 chance of winning. Of course, the most precious gift that you can give is to keep us covered in your prayer. Your prayers for my safety and the safety of everybody else in Cleveland are badly needed and greatly appreciated. I'm going to have to put on the full armor of God if I'm going to continue my mission to save lives and win souls for Jesus Christ in these very last days and do it unscathed. Thank you for watching The Truth is Viral. My name is Bob Powell, and as always, God bless, Semper Fi, and Oorah.
Thank you for watching The Truth is Viral with your host, Bobby Powell. Make sure to follow The Apocalypse on Twitter at The Truth is Viral. Like The Truth is Viral on Facebook, and if you can, please remember to donate to the cause via PayPal at www.bobpowell.blogspot.com.
Smack, runner.